Space.
I am here. My name is Drone, and I am with the fucking moon.
Thank you.
And kaboom to my left.
I'm an alien.
Yeah, he is an alien. I'm pretty sure he's an alien.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one doing all the cryptozoology. You'd know the most, right?
Yeah. He brought Bigfoot.
No. Fuck Bigfoot.
Bigfoot sucks, dude.
Dude,
No,
he's my least favorite out of
Loch Ness Monster also sucks.
Nope, it's all about Champ of Lake Champlain.
I was about to say it's all about Champ.
Just saying, Champ. Because that's a sea monster right here, or a lake monster right here in the USA.
But anyway, talking about life, how about life in space?
Oh. East of Busco.
Thanks for transitioning away from what our topic is.
Shh. It's totally from space. It's just a UFO. It's not a giant turtle.
Okay.
It's true.
So, life in space. Is this
Life in
another
space.
interview with me?
I think that we should kind of do a little talk about it instead of it just being you talking.
Okay.
It's gonna be space.
Space. Okay. The Final Frontier.
The final
Holy
frontier.
go, where nobody has gone before. I don't know. Fuck the quote. Anyway.
Fuck the quote.
Point is, life in space is difficult. And
Yes.
I'm going to tell you why. Because life in space may be different than it is here.
Way.
Way different. Like you say, oh yeah, it's going to appear different. You know, Avatar and all that, right? No, I'm talking like they don't even have DNA.
Yeah.
Different.
I picture, like, if it's, like, a spatial creature, I think of jellyfish, honestly. It's
jellyfish in
existing
space.
in the vacuum of space.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like a solar-powered jellyfish.
That's awesome. I like that.
I have something to tell you about too because it's
Okay.
something I did in high school. But the first thing I think of whenever I think of life in space is extraterrestrials.
Okay.
And
what kind of extraterrestrials? Now, do you mean
I like
sentient extraterrestrials?
Hold on, I'll get to that. Give me a second.
All right.
So the first thing I always think of whenever I think of this topic is a comedy movie from like the early 2000s called Evolution.
Okay.
And my first thought is always, and I like that you brought up DNA because in the movie they talk about how we are carbon-based life forms.
And they are
And they're
silicon-based.
silicon-based life forms.
And they're
So-
easily killed by selenium. Because
Yeah, which is a...
because it replaces silicon in certain structures.
Yeah, and it's a part of the
best
formula
poison.
in Head
in
and Shoulders.
Head and Shoulders.
And I found that movie funny because it was a giant PR stunt
Whoa.
for Head and Shoulders. But
And what about
it was really
what about signs
really
and
good.
how the aliens were allergic to water?
That's no.
That's just as bad.
It's-
Well, that's
I'm
not
gonna
funny.
say-
That was just bad.
I'm actually
It's
going to
bad.
say Evolution actually made a little bit
Yeah, it made a lot more sense.
a lot more sense.
It had a
because
lot
they-
more science.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
really
Way
did.
more science.
Now, talking about that though, and I hate to bring this up because I know that none of us are. We're all going to
Biological
cringe.
intelligent life.
War
You
of
know
the
what?
Worlds.
Can I suggest another topic after apocalypse or during apocalypse?
Yeah, but we'll get
Okay,
there.
we'll get there.
But talking about intelligent life,
And
outside
in
of our
space,
planet.
what will it be like?
So the first thing is, I'm going to ask this directly to the viewers. You guys can answer all you fucking want because you're here anyway. But do you really think that we're the only ones in the universe?
Fuck no.
Yeah, there's no way.
I mean,
Remember that Canadian guy who said that was part of the government that said that there's at least 5 aliens.
Okay.
I'm
All right. I'm going to bring up something very important and relevant to your conversation called the Drake equation.
the Drake equation. High five.
Yeah.
Very gentle.
The Drake
this time.
equation is an equation that states, basically, it's a calculation to find out how many habitable worlds there are potentially in the universe. And the number is startlingly high.
Yeah. We're not talking like, oh, there's a couple hundred. No, we're talking like...
There's
several-
probably a couple hundred within 1,000 light years of us.
Yeah.
And if you think 1,000 light years is far, just so you know, 1,000 years of travel for an alien race on a generation vessel, where they, that's not gonna take as long as you think.
Right. The other thing is, as much as I hate to tell you guys, the fact of the matter is that this equation came up with some ludicrous answer, like, what was it, 1 point... it's probably higher than that, actually.
I was
You
gonna
told
say.
me the number. It's ridiculous. It's billions.
It's because if you think about this, there are 100 billion stars. We're just going to go for our galaxy. 100 billion stars. Okay,
And
each containing potentially 10 habitable moons and or planets. Okay, through terraformation, but one of those each probably that is in the habitable zone of their star. Okay, so we can consider that potentially out of 100 billion stars, there are 100 billion habitable planets
with life.
Now, if we only restrict those to the part of the non-violent parts of the galaxy, right? As in the ones without the black holes and the gamma ray bursts and all that weird stuff.
And the quasars.
Right? 2/3 of the galaxy away, right? Then we can assume that we can narrow it down to 30 billion, right?
Right.
And then only ones containing multicellular life. Knock that down to 30 million, right? Just by a factor of 1,000. Just 0.1%. And then even then, you have 30 million worlds with multicellular life.
The question is, how advanced are those
Exactly.
worlds?
Now, intelligent multicellular life, and I hate to tell you this, but in the course of the existence of our planet, we're probably the only intelligent species. And the reason why that is because intelligence isn't really that good for evolution. It's very, very bad. You know why? If you take away our intelligence, what are we?
Apes.
We're big-headed, slow.
Yeah.
Like, I hand you a knife, I tell you to kill a zebra, right? You're never gonna catch that fucking zebra.
No, I would have to engineer something to attach that.
But you don't no longer have intelligence, so you can't do that anymore.
So now you're just sitting there scratching your head going,
why can't I catch the zebra?
Or die trying to run after it.
We're just...
Horse?
Fleshy.
Why can't Stripe Horse?
Slow. We consume a lot of energy because we have to eat a lot because our brains are large.
Yeah.
Like, we are really bad without our intelligence.
Actually,
intelligence is not good for us.
I'm going to say, there are actually several species that are...
They're quite smart.
Quite as intelligent as we are, or not... Because, okay, for those of you who
they're spatially intelligent.
What is the word called? They're spatially intelligent, and there's an actual way of checking this, which is a chart that is called the EQ test.
Yeah.
And what it does is it takes the brain mass as a percentage of the body weight.
I know what you mean.
And dolphins are actually dolphins are very close to us.
And the best species on the planet for this. There are rank higher than dolphins. Are third place are pigs.
Yes.
Second place are octopi.
Octopi, man.
Yes, octopi.
First place is the I believe the silver-tailed parrot.
Parrot. Yes.
Do any of you remember that show? Yeah, the show. But the show. The life. It was on Sci-Fi.
Life Without People.
Yeah.
And, there was it's on history. Well, there's one on history called Life After People.
Yeah, the octopi that became land moving, swing from trees, and use tools.
Yep.
That was my favorite.
But yeah, I mean, whenever we look at the vastness of our universe,
of just our planet,
our planet alone,
the diversity of life that we have here is pretty.
And I'm not going to say that much life on our planet is anywhere near as intelligent as we are, but we have. To where we have
the smartest beings on our planet that understand us directly are dogs.
Are dogs
very clearly?
I don't know.
Wait.
I think our cat is.
There are apes.
Right. There are apes that can communicate with people. However, their brain mass to body size is less than that of the dog. And the difference between a dog and an ape is that you can talk to an ape and they can respond with sign language and communicate to you directly.
Right.
But it doesn't necessarily mean it's mostly repetitive parroted actions.
Right, that's true.
Now you can train it to understand, what left is, what right is, what is big, what is small. But the key thing about a dog is that we bred it to be intelligent. There is the big difference there is that while an ape innately just is smart enough to grasp the concepts, a dog is intelligent enough that it understands English but cannot necessarily respond. So you can talk to a dog and it will know what you mean, right?
Regardless of language.
And regardless of language, because it's based on where you are, and because a lot of the communication between dogs is body language less than actual vocal language.
Yeah.
I had a neighbor who had a dog that did commands in both English and Spanish.
Yep. A dog, I can assure you, within the first 5 weeks of you training a dog from birth, right? After it becomes, from a puppy to an adult-ish,
Adolescent.
The juvenile is what I was looking for. That period of time, it learns a lot about English. If you tell it to come here and it doesn't come here, it's not likely because it doesn't understand you. It's because it doesn't care. That's the thing. You haven't trained it to care enough to respond to those particular actions. You need positive reinforcement to, because dogs are easily trainable, as opposed to monkeys. Monkeys are not easily trainable.
No, they like to throw poop and stuff.
Well, that's a common misconception.
No, I know.
No, but they do like to jack off. That's the problem.
They do like to jack off. That's true, and steal stuff.
Steal stuff.
They do like and it does, the
Birds
other,
do that.
Other common misconceptions.
They are
is that,
they are all the bad parts of humanity.
Yeah.
Really.
It's not just shiny stuff. It's anything.
They're
Fucking
kleptomaniacs, nymphomaniacs, and every other maniac type.
And
They're happy all the time. They're bad all the time.
Yes, and said some of them are addicted to cigarettes.
Some of them smoke. Believe it or not.
Yes.
Yep. And not only cigarettes.
Yeah, not only cigarettes. It's true.
It's true. Once they are told or know how to do it, right, they find it relaxing enough to continue.
Yeah.
They just can't roll their own.
Real habits.
We share a common ancestor.
So, let's, but it was 10 million years ago or some shit like that. I don't know.
I don't think it really matters.
It's been a while back.
First off, just one quick line about evolution, because I'll keep talking about it forever. Well, if we evolved from apes, why do apes still exist? Because we didn't evolve from apes, we evolved from an ancestor of apes. And therefore, apes also evolved from the ancestor of apes. We just branched off from them.
Yeah, and actually,
there's many species that just branch.
We say ancestor of apes because guess what? It's the ape's ancestor too. Guys, come on.
But yeah,
we're related to them.
We're just being nice and saying that we're related to the ancestor of apes and not going apes are related to the ancestors of humans.
No, let's take the ape thing and put it into a space.
Right. I knew he was going to say that. Space.
Okay, talk about apes in space, guys.
Yes, apes in space. But do you think we could find an ape-like creature out there?
Very possible.
Possible.
Not only possible, pretty significantly likely. If we assume that other beings in the universe use a DNA-like encoding, whether it be DNA, RNA, XNA, xenonucleic acid.
You know what? I knew what you were actually saying. I don't know if you.
Yeah, I've heard him talk about.
But here's the thing. If they use a similar encoding algorithm, you can assume that based on 4 to the billionth power, right?
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's a big number, right? But there are a lot of creatures on Earth, first off, so we can just divide it by that number. And divide it by the number of things in the solar system, divided by the expected population we're expected to find. And there's a cool thing, that scientific theory, if you didn't know. It's called the 2010 law.
Okay.
Or, sorry, 80-20 law, sorry.
80-20.
80-20 law.
Oh, okay.
80% of things are caused by 20% of actions. 20% of things are caused by 80% of actions. Okay, so using this very simple rule, you can state that you human being, and you human being, are in the majority group.
I'm pretty sure he's not human.
Okay. Shut up. Anyhow, you are in the majority group, right? So we are likely to be like 80% of alien races.
Right.
We're probably in that probability. That means 80% of alien races probably have a similar size to us. They probably have a similar population to us, right? But it also means that we may be in the 80% highest population group.
Right.
The fact that you exist as a human being, we're going existentialism here. Why is your conscious mind born a human being in another race?
Ooh.
I don't know. I mean,
that means we're more likely to be human than any other race, meaning there might not be that many aliens.
Yeah.
They might all just be humans like they do in Stargate.
Right.
Or humanoid.
No,
really
but
cool.
they may only exist on our planet. Meaning there may not be that. Is it more likely that you were born into a human body, or that more humans exist than aliens?
It's a good question.
That is a very existential problem. And the thing is, we can consider that based on the Drake equation, we're probably born into human bodies based on luck, more than anything. We just happen to be the small majority of humans that are lucky enough to be humans. Or unlucky enough to be humans. Maybe we're the shitty part of you know,
if you've ever watched Babylon 5, one of the key races in there believed that some of their souls were born into human bodies.
Oh, so here's another thing, right? So 20% of aliens, right, must be different than us, right? So 20% of the aliens are potentially larger with us than smaller populations on planets that have higher gravity or lower gravity, right?
Yeah.
And so are we more likely to be the commonality or the uncommonality? Well, we might be the rare ones. Every other alien race could be constructed of 100-foot tall, intelligent, omnibenevolent creatures that just so happen to be, be on a planet 4 times the size of gravity. You don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
We could be the minority in this one.
Yeah,
but we're more likely to be the majority, so we can assume other races that come to us are going to be similar to us in some way.
So similar,
at least 80% similar.
Okay, so can I? We are getting a little long here. Can I go ahead and end this with one simple question to you guys?
All right.
Okay, so there's been a lot of in our history.
Yep.
There's been a lot of UFO sightings and alien sightings and this and that.
Have we been visited before? Is that your question?
Wait, no. I'm getting there. And many of these sightings are considered to be creatures called Greys.
Okay.
The Greys.
The Greys. You guys both know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
What do you think the chances are of the Greys being artificial intelligence instead of biological creatures?
Oh. I think, personally, I'm going to go with the Stargate approach of it. They're an advanced civilization that no longer breeds and just clone themselves over and over again.
Okay, that's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Okay.
I just really like that theory.
Or at least a genetically modified
version of themselves.
I will answer your question with another question.
Okay.
Which is more likely? An intelligent species that travels nearer the speed of light would put themselves under cryogenic sleep and fly themselves here? Or would they send an electronic drone? What is more likely?
Electronic drone.
Electronic drone.
Okay.
Well, but, wait, no. That might not be the honest answer because the fact of the matter is that is what we would do, but if they are a higher intelligent life form than we are, they may have a better answer.
Yeah, they may have something better than a drone. We don't know.
An AI.
They may have a biological...
A truly artificial intelligent entity that travels to our planet and sees, there's a bunch of resources here, I'm going to colonize this.
Yeah.
That is very possible. But if you're also an alien race, I have to give you this. The alien invasion as a whole buttload of problems. If you're an alien race, you come to our planet and you see, this planet is green and full of life. All right? You are searching for a resource, whatever it be, something rare, maybe wood. Wood is maybe really uncommon on other places. Maybe this is just an exotic thing that people want to build their starships rooms out of or something weird like that. You're going to come here not for water or something stupid like that. You're going to come here for
what?
Tradable materials, technologies for harvesting. And you know what? I believe that if an intelligent entity came here with, quote, malicious intent, they would be more likely to trade with us than to fight us, because fighting us would
be stupid.
They're more likely to destroy the resources they're after.
I think they would monopolize us.
Yeah, they would. What they would do is they would come down and they say,
I am going to say...
They're going to want us to keep us alive, so we produced more trade goods.
Right,
that just seems more...
Because
intelligent.
The most intelligent option is to just... And I'm going to bring up a movie.
Peace is better than war. Always.
What is the movie?
Independence Day?
No, not Independence Day. Where they enslaved all the humans and were gathering gold.
Holy shit!
Battlefield Earth.
By L. Ron Hubbard.
I couldn't think of the actual name.
The creator of Scientology.
Yeah, that guy. But in Battlefield Earth,
they're going to come to us probably for the rare stuff, like gold, platinum, and if we've already mined it, right? Here's the thing: they probably won't kill us and take our gold because it's stupid. Because we mine it on our own. they're more likely to trade, hey, you see this awesome advanced technology you could potentially have? I'll trade this thing you've never seen before that can do anything that you want it to do for all of your gold.
Yeah.
You see, in Babylon 5, one of the main alien races went to war on the humans. And then another alien race came by and like, okay, we'll sell you our advanced weaponry for things that we want.
I guarantee you, 100%, we would trade all of the gold on Earth for a single warp drive.
Yeah, it's true. Because then we could reverse engineer it.
It's very simple. Because, first off, it's simple to an alien race. Look, we have 15 of these at the back of the base. We come back with all this gold. Holy shit. You know what? We're probably we are El Dorado to these people.
Yeah.
Fort Knox.
I'm just saying, we are El Dorado. They come to us, oh, you have all of this gold. Hey, I'm going to trade something of relative inconsequential value to me to something of relatively inconsequential value to you. Just a bunch of gold.
Now,
right?
The question is, do advanced civilizations have laws?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
I can guarantee they have laws. But are we more likely to be visited by the pirates or the Parliament?
There you go. That's the good question, because the fact of the matter is that whenever you're talking about intelligent...
20% of the countries on Earth are democracies.
Yep.
We are in the minority.
It's true. Whenever you bring up the fact, whenever you're looking at all of these facts, the biggest point to look at is the fact of that. Yes, we are going... If we do get visited by aliens, yes, we are going to have benevolent aliens. Who
are we visited by first? I guess the people who have the better scanning equipment.
Yep.
Literally, that is it.
And it's more...
that's more likely to be the military, whether it be benign or benevolent, right?
Yep.
Or people looking to make a lot of material wealth, money, or power, or fame, or whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? Now, are you this is going to be a longer episode, I'm sorry, there's no way around it.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the UP3? Or the concept of the UP3? Yes. I mean, it's in Star Wars.
I was going to say, it sounds familiar.
It's the Universal Planetary Preservation Pact, and it's a known scientific principle. It states that the reason we have not been visited by aliens is because we are not technologically advanced enough to communicate with them in a reasonable way. We haven't made some discovery that they consider the basic borderline of sentience, intelligence, or something like that. It could be that we reach another star. It could be that we colonize another planet to
such as the perfect example is Star Ocean and New Hope.
Right. I'm not going to refer to video games for this. It's an actual scientific thing.
No, I know, but
it's fun.
Like what they used in that was the fact that we had slipstream.
Yeah, the fact that we could go faster than light travel that immediately qualified us to be within the Universal Parliament.
But who says a pirate?
Exactly. Somebody who doesn't follow that law. They don't have to do any of that at all. They could just come here and say, "Hey,
I'll sell you my warp drive."
Exactly. Right? Yeah. Or they could be a dick. I have more powerful weapons than you can ever imagine. I can kill anyone on this planet within a blink of an eye, a kill of a switch, a press of a button. Right? You're going to do as I say, or that's against the law, right? The Universal Parliament law. But here's the thing: how long is it going to take for them to find us? Right? They could be chasing this criminal, or this criminal could have gotten away, and they're just here.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
At which point, if you were intelligent, the first thing that you would do is you would invite them in.
You would invite them in. First, it was, oh my god, hello, we've never seen another alien species before, and that guy's going to just... That's all you could think. Yeah. It's like, I'm in the first contact. This is going to be easy.
Yeah, and he'll be like, this is going to be easy. But here's the other thing, is that...
And that also creates this kind of, like, impression about alien races on us. Because we now think that all alien races are fucking assholes like this.
Well, that's if they're, like, a normal human being, which are all normally assholes anyways.
I honestly think if we have had first contact with alien life, right? Nobody has actually seen them, but they are monitoring us continuously.
Oh yeah, and talking about the Universal Parliament
beyond our recognition.
You know what would be funny if everybody realizes that the voice of God is really just an alien?
See,
that's a very well popularized theory.
Like, if you think about this, what kind of technology do you think we have? We have stealthing technology for our militaries, right?
Yeah.
Right? We prevent basically from every spectrum of light imaginable, right?
Yeah.
Visual included. if they have, they are likely to have developed these military technologies because they are a military and they fight other people. They might just have this technology available all the time. They could just say, "Oh, we detected life on this planet," and then some military general, somewhere out there in our galaxy, is like, "Meh, send a probe."
Yeah, it's true.
It's literally the decision. Meh, send a probe. We'll observe them.
Yeah,
and it could be to that point, and the fact that the test could be us discovering their probe.
Yeah,
or something stupid like that. Like, there's this weird thing out in space. Maybe we should go investigate that.
Oh, what about the Dark Star?
Oh, you mean the Dark Star spacecraft or the Dark Knight spacecraft?
Yeah.
I mean, that very may be possible. But no, I think it would just be like some... it could be some very large sphere. It could be thousands of miles wide, sitting outside of the realm of our space, just with anti-gravitational fields, anything.
Oh, the sphere thingy.
Yeah. That was flying...
Dyson sphere.
No, a Dyson sphere is completely different.
No, but...
Oh yeah, a Dyson sphere is built around a star.
Yeah, well...
No, I'm thinking about something the size of a Death Star. They're just observing us all the time. We just can't see
Planet X. The
actually,
large
that it was a theory. That Planet X was really a giant
spacecraft. It's very possible. But I'm thinking that... I'm just saying something the size of, like... an IMAX camera just sitting outside of our... Just constantly transmitting... under a terahertz wavelength that we just haven't discovered yet. And then we just don't have ham radios big enough.
Wait. We're
This just makes me...
We could accidentally later in the future tune into it and then be like, what the fuck is that?
You know how we went from
it wouldn't be language, it'd be mechanical code, probably binary.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It just...
Which to most people would probably
or
sound
actually if it's a sound based or light based code, right? It may be more complex than that. They could be using like 50,000 different wavelengths of very small, acute information we just couldn't pick up with our not so sensitive equipment, even though it's orbiting our fucking planet.
Yeah. Not to mention...
Disguised as one of our satellites.
Yeah, I was actually about to bring that up. I mean...
What happens if they hacked into our satellites?
That's very possible.
Very
they could have just sent a drone that just attached themselves from one of our satellites and just absorbs all of our GPS information and beams it back somewhere else.
Yeah, it's true. And you're worried about the government spying on you.
Yeah, and you know what? Actually, that's probably more likely. Why would you spend all this money on a drone whenever you can just send a fucking, spider to hijack all of their equipment anyway and just beam it all out?
Yeah, I mean...
I think that's the cheaper... They're going to obviously go with the cheaper option.
Yeah, I mean, they probably just sent some...
It's probably likely.
And to be honest, they probably did what
to the United States government, you should probably check the satellites to see if we have alien bugs in there.
There's this episode of the X-Files where it was an alien race mirrored our culture, and there was a Scully and Mulder there, as there was here.
That's kind of cool.
Like clothing and everything is because they caught our frequencies,
and then they just started the cake is a lie, just on like a 10-year time lapse, basically.
Yeah, kind of like the Middle East and us now.
No, I mean like they literally are. They're hearing, if they're 10 light years away, they're hearing our broadcast from 10 years ago. So they're just now getting the cake is a lie. The cake is a lie.
Yeah.
You know one of
aperture science. It's our meme somewhere else in space.
One of them's like, "What is this?" And then they download Steam.
It's very possible.
And
actually, there have been
but there's no way they can download. There's no way they can get it patched to our internet. I don't think.
Unless they're...
Well, they wouldn't be able to beam it that far unless they have some immense amount of energy transference.
Or they're just floating around our planet.
But then, if they're beaming out terawatt hours of energy, we detect that immediately.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? That's different.
That was weird.
Unless they're beaming it directly through a wormhole.
There are people who say that the aliens...
Right. I'm an alien and nobody believes you because we dissect you and guess what? You're human.
But wouldn't that be hilarious if an alien is sitting in a spacecraft orbiting our planet just watching us and they just play Steam?
Yeah. That could be possible.
Yeah, there is a very likelihood that we could have an entire alien space station just geosynchronous with the ISS space station. That way it never contacts it. And then it just watches all of our porn.
You don't know.
It could be there.
These people.
It could just be some guy in his spacecraft like, oh, this planet looks interesting. Let's see what they have.
Oh,
shit!
What the? This is really primitive, but that's interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, there's probably some research station probably around our planet that we just can't detect, and that's pretty likely. I would say.
It could just be in our galaxy.
I would say within 5% likeliness.
5%.
I mean, that's a D20, right? I mean, it's probably. I would consider that pretty likely that we have
somewhere near us.
Well, as you guys can tell, we obviously believe in alien life.
Obviously.
We can talk about it for a while.
So, yeah, I think we're gonna cut it here. It's been 30 minutes.
If you guys have any ideas about alien life or any thoughts on it, just let us know. And if you think that we're crazy, then let us know that too. We're fine with that.
So you know the drill. Comment box buttons. See you later.
Comment box buttons. Bye.
Bye.